Do you ever feel like life is a non-stop whirlwind of challenges? Every day we're hit with many choices, constant pressures, and endless expectations from every direction. It's easy to feel like we're just barely keeping up. But here's something powerful. What if I told you that with a few simple mindset shifts, you could start seeing real, immediate progress in your life? The Stoics, thinkers from centuries ago, believed that even in a chaotic world, we could find clarity, control, and real growth by following a few key principles. Today, I'll share 9 Stoic principles that have stood the test of time, bringing resilience, focus, and a sense of calm to millions. These aren't just abstract ideas. They're actionable steps you can take today to create meaningful progress. Stick with me, and let's explore how Stoic wisdom can help you master life's challenges and move forward with confidence. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your thoughts. Let's dive into Stoic wisdom together. 1. Embrace Amor, Fati. Love your fate. In Stoic philosophy, one of the most transformative ideas is Amor, Fati, which translates to love your fate. This principle goes beyond simply accepting life circumstances. It's about actively embracing every aspect of our journey, the good, the bad, the mundane, and even the painful. Stoicism teaches us that everything that happens, whether we label it as positive or negative, has a purpose and value. Amor Fati invites us to find strength and wisdom in every experience, especially those we'd rather avoid. Consider this. When things go wrong, our first reaction is often frustration, disappointment, or even self-doubt. We question why certain setbacks happen, or why life sometimes feels unfair. However, Stoic philosophy reminds us that each challenge is an opportunity to grow and evolve. Instead of seeing obstacles as enemies, we can learn to see them as teachers. Amor Fati helps shift our mindset from resistance to openness, transforming life's hurdles into steps toward personal growth. Imagine you're working toward a big goal, perhaps a new job or a personal achievement, and suddenly something unexpected derails your plans. Rather than dwelling on the why me mentality, Stoic philosophy suggests we ask ourselves a different question. How can I use this experience to strengthen myself? This perspective reduces stress and allows us to progress immediately by turning every situation into a valuable lesson. One powerful exercise to integrate Amor Fati into your life is to start viewing setbacks as gifts. The next time something doesn't go as planned, take a moment to pause and reflect. Instead of feeling defeated, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or, how is this experience shaping me into a stronger person? Over time, this approach can become a habit, enabling you to face life with resilience and a sense of inner peace. Many people who practice Stoic philosophy report that this mindset shift has helped them find a sense of calm and control, even in the face of adversity. When you embrace Amor Fati, you're no longer at the mercy of circumstances. Instead, you're actively using every experience to build a stronger, wiser self. This principle is particularly powerful because it doesn't just help us cope, it propels us forward, encouraging progress no matter the circumstances. So the next time you're confronted with an unexpected obstacle, remember Amor Fati. Embrace it, learn from it, and know that by adopting this core idea of Stoic philosophy, you're not just surviving life's ups and downs, you're mastering them. 2. Dichotomy of control. Focus only on what you can control. The dichotomy of control is a foundational principle that has the power to shift our entire approach to life. This concept reminds us that there are 2 types of events in life, those within our control and those outside of it. According to the Stoics, the path to inner peace and effective action lies in focusing entirely on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, while letting go of everything else. This shift in perspective can instantly reduce stress, improve clarity, and lead to meaningful progress in every area of life. Think about how much time we waste worrying over things we can't change, unexpected outcomes, or past events. Stoic philosophy teaches us that these are externals, and that by fixating on them, we give away our power. The dichotomy of control helps us reclaim that power by showing us where our influence truly lies. Imagine you're in a difficult situation, perhaps at work, where things aren't going your way. You feel frustrated, even helpless. The Stoic response would be to pause and ask, what part of this situation is within my control? Instead of getting bogged down by things outside of your influence, like a colleague's behavior or an unpredictable outcome, focus on your response. Can you approach the situation calmly? Can you communicate your concerns effectively? This mindset shift allows you to conserve your energy, making you both more resilient and more productive. A helpful way to apply the dichotomy of control is to create a mental or physical list when facing a challenging situation. On one side, write down what you can control, like your attitude, your effort, and your choices. On the other side, list what's beyond your control, such as other people's actions or future uncertainties. Then, direct 100% of your attention and effort toward the items on the within my control side. You'll notice that this approach not only calms your mind, but empowers you to act with purpose. Many who practice Stoic philosophy find that by focusing on controllable elements, they can face life with a stronger sense of balance and effectiveness. The dichotomy of control encourages us to channel our energy where it matters, freeing us from the stress of trying to control the uncontrollable. Over time, this practice leads to a profound sense of peace and progress, as we learn to take ownership of our actions while letting go of needless worry. The next time you're faced with a challenge, remember this key principle of Stoic philosophy. Focus only on what you can control. By doing so, you conserve your strength, reduce unnecessary stress, and make room for meaningful, immediate progress. 3. The power of self-distancing. One of the most empowering techniques in Stoic philosophy is self-distancing. The art of stepping back from our own emotions and viewing situations with a calm, objective perspective. When we're stressed or overwhelmed, it's easy to get entangled in the drama of the moment, which often clouds our judgment. But the Stoics understood that a bit of distance can bring clarity and insight, helping us make wiser, more measured decisions. In Stoic philosophy, self-distancing is a tool for maintaining objectivity and protecting our inner peace. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of Stoicism's most respected figures, frequently reminded himself to stand apart from his feelings and observe his thoughts as an outsider. This practice allowed him to handle crises with composure and wisdom rather than reacting impulsively. Self-distancing gives us the ability to see beyond the immediate emotions of a situation, helping us respond in ways that align with our values and goals. Imagine, for instance, that you've just received critical feedback at work or had a disagreement with a friend. The initial emotional reaction might be frustration, embarrassment, or even anger. Without self-distancing, we're prone to react impulsively, sometimes saying or doing things we later regret. But by taking a step back, as if you were advising a friend in the same situation, you can see the bigger picture. What advice would I give if someone else were going through this? This simple question helps us remove our ego and emotional biases, leading to a clearer, more balanced response. One practical way to practice self-distancing in moments of stress is to use journaling, a staple in Stoic philosophy. Write about the situation as though you were observing someone else. What is happening? What are the facts? And what are just emotional reactions? By narrating the situation objectively, you'll often find that it's not as overwhelming as it seemed, and you'll discover solutions you may have missed when emotions were high. Self-distancing isn't about ignoring or suppressing feelings. Rather, it's about recognizing them without letting them control our actions. Many who practice Stoic philosophy find that this technique helps them approach life with more calm and wisdom. When we step back and view our problems with objectivity, we empower ourselves to choose responses that lead to positive outcomes and growth. So the next time you're caught up in a challenging moment, try to step outside of it. Imagine you're guiding a friend, or write about it as an observer. By embracing self-distancing, a core tenet of Stoic philosophy, you gain clarity and make decisions that reflect your true intentions and values, rather than the temporary emotions of the moment. This shift in perspective can make an immediate impact on your life, helping you handle even the toughest situations with resilience and grace. 4. Negative visualization. Prepare for the worst. In Stoic philosophy, one of the most powerful and unique exercises is negative visualization, the practice of imagining the worst-case scenario, not to be pessimistic, but to mentally prepare. While it may sound counterintuitive at first, the Stoics believe that visualizing potential setbacks allows us to build resilience reduce anxiety, and ultimately appreciate what we have. By anticipating challenges, we develop the mental fortitude to handle them calmly and effectively if they ever arise. Negative visualization is not about expecting the worst, but embracing the possibility of it. Think about it this way. When you visualize what could go wrong, you're not setting yourself up for failure. You're conditioning your mind to face difficulties with poise. This Stoic exercise gives you a preview of potential hurdles, allowing you to think through responses and strategies ahead of time, which reduces the shock factor if something does go awry. Imagine, for instance, you have an important presentation at work. Most people would spend their time hoping it goes perfectly, yet the Stoic approach is different. Instead, you might take a few moments to imagine scenarios where things don't go as planned, technical difficulties, unexpected questions, or a tough crowd. Visualizing these possibilities can help you mentally prepare responses or backup plans. So when the unexpected does happen, instead of feeling panicked, you're more likely to stay calm and handle the situation with confidence. To incorporate negative visualization into your daily life, try this simple exercise. Each morning or evening, think about 1 or 2 potential challenges you might face that day or week. Visualize how you would react if things didn't go your way, but also consider solutions and actions you could take in each scenario. This quick practice will not only lower your stress levels, but also help you feel more in control. Many who follow Stoic philosophy find that negative visualization brings a sense of peace and gratitude. By contemplating loss or hardship, we become more aware of the value of what we currently have. When we realize that everything we love and rely on could be taken from us, we develop a deeper appreciation for it. This mindset helps us to focus on what truly matters and lets go of trivial worries, which can lead to immediate personal progress and a greater sense of inner peace. So next time you're preparing for a big event or facing uncertainty, try practicing negative visualization. This core exercise of Stoic philosophy strengthens your resilience, keeps you grounded, and helps you appreciate life's blessings. You'll not only be better prepared to handle life's challenges, but will also find yourself less fearful and more grateful for what you already have. 5. Living in the present. Full focus on now. In Stoic philosophy, one of the most profound principles is learning to live fully in the present. For the Stoics, the present moment was where life truly unfolds, free from the weight of past regrets and future anxieties. By focusing entirely on the now, we gain a powerful tool to improve our clarity, productivity, and overall life satisfaction. Living in the present isn't just a mindset shift, it's a path to immediate progress in our daily lives. So often, we find ourselves distracted. Our minds wander to what went wrong yesterday or what might happen tomorrow. We live in a constant state of what-ifs, which drains our mental energy and keeps us from fully engaging with what's happening around us. Stoic philosophy teaches that the only time we truly have control over is the present. By redirecting our focus to what we're doing right now, we can experience greater peace and accomplish more with intention and clarity. Imagine you're working on a project, but your mind is filled with worries about the outcome or the tasks piling up for tomorrow. This mental clutter divides your attention, making it difficult to perform at your best. The Stoic way is to bring yourself back to the task at hand. Remind yourself that tomorrow will come with its own set of tasks and challenges, and the past is already beyond change. All you have is this moment, so give it your full attention. A practical way to practice living in the present, inspired by Stoic philosophy, is through mindfulness exercises. Before starting any activity, take a deep breath and set an intention to focus solely on that task. Notice the details of what you're doing, whether it's feeling the weight of a pen as you write, tuning into a conversation without thinking of what you'll say next, or savoring each bite of a meal. These small shifts anchor you in the present, helping you to fully experience each moment. Living in the present also brings an unexpected reward: increased gratitude. When we stop racing through life and start noticing the details, we become more appreciative of simple moments: a beautiful sunset, a quiet walk, or a warm conversation. This gratitude aligns perfectly with Stoic philosophy, which values finding joy in what we have, rather than constantly seeking more. By choosing to live in the present, we take back control over our minds, becoming more resilient and less susceptible to stress. The benefits of this practice are immediate. You'll find yourself calmer, more productive, and ultimately, more fulfilled. 6. Radical honesty with yourself. One of the most powerful practices for personal growth is radical honesty with oneself. The Stoics believe that true progress begins with a deep, unfiltered look at our actions, motivations, and shortcomings. This isn't about harsh self-criticism, but rather an honest assessment that allows us to confront weaknesses, take responsibility, and actively pursue change. Radical honesty means seeing ourselves as we truly are, not as we wish to be or as others see us. This clarity can be both freeing and transformative, helping us make real, lasting improvements in our lives. Stoic philosophy teaches that by understanding our own limitations and habits, we gain the power to overcome them. Without this self-awareness, we risk being trapped in patterns that hold us back or habits that go unchecked. Radical honesty invites us to ask challenging questions like, what's truly stopping me from reaching my goals? Or, am I putting in my best effort? Or am I making excuses? These questions may not always lead to comfortable answers, but they're essential for growth. Imagine, for example, that you've been struggling with procrastination on a big project. It's easy to blame external factors, busy schedules, other obligations, lack of resources. However, by practicing radical honesty, you might find that the real issue lies in a fear of failure or a lack of motivation. Recognizing this truth allows you to address the root cause rather than just treating the symptoms. You can then take meaningful steps to overcome it, like setting smaller goals or seeking inspiration to reignite your drive. To incorporate this Stoic principle into your daily routine, start with a few moments of reflection each evening. Ask yourself, did I give my best effort today? And is there something I could have done better? By facing these questions, you become accountable to yourself, which is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. Keep a journal to track your thoughts, noting areas where you're falling short and setting intentions for improvement. Over time, this practice will become a habit that naturally guides you toward positive actions. Radical honesty doesn't just help us confront our weaknesses, it also builds self-respect. When we know we're giving our best effort and acknowledging our shortcomings, we cultivate a sense of integrity and trust in ourselves. This form of self-respect aligns perfectly with Stoic philosophy, which values inner virtue and self-mastery over external praise or validation. 7. Regular character inventory. Self-reflection and character evaluation are essential practices for personal growth. The Stoics, especially figures like Seneca, believed in the power of regularly assessing one's character to better understand strengths and weaknesses. This practice, often referred to as a character inventory, is a tool that helps us become more self-aware and intentional in our journey towards self-improvement. By dedicating time to evaluate and refine our character, we can make real, lasting progress in the qualities that define who we are. The idea behind a character inventory is straightforward. Regularly evaluate where you stand in terms of virtues and qualities that matter most to you. This is more than a casual reflection. It's a structured approach to growth rooted in Stoic philosophy. Just as a business might conduct regular reviews to assess performance and set new goals, the Stoics encouraged us to do the same with our inner lives. This focused self-evaluation allows us to pinpoint areas where we need to improve, whether it's patience, humility, resilience, or kindness. Imagine creating a list of qualities that you admire or aspire to strengthen within yourself. For example, maybe you want to be more disciplined, less reactive, or more empathetic. Start by identifying a few key traits and write them down. Then, each week, pick one quality to focus on. Let's say you choose patience for the week. As you go through your days, actively look for opportunities to practice patience. When you're stuck in traffic or facing a delay, remind yourself of your goal and use the moment to develop that quality. By taking this targeted approach, you can work on each trait intentionally, one at a time, rather than overwhelming yourself by trying to improve everything at once. This method, rooted in Stoic philosophy, allows you to see small but noticeable progress each week. As these traits improve and become part of your character, you'll likely notice a ripple effect that positively impacts all areas of your life. For those who follow Stoic philosophy, keeping a journal is a helpful addition to the character inventory process. Reflect on your progress at the end of each week. Where did you succeed, and where could you do better? Note any specific situations that tested your chosen quality and reflect on how you handled them. This practice of self-examination aligns with Stoic values as it builds discipline and self-awareness, bringing you closer to the Stoic ideal of a virtuous life. Regular character inventories don't just make us better people. They also build a sense of accomplishment and motivation to continue our growth. By taking small, consistent steps each week, we develop a strong foundation of virtues that guide our actions and decisions. Start your character inventory today. List the qualities you want to cultivate, focus on one each week, and watch how your character transforms over time. By embracing this Stoic philosophy practice, you'll find yourself making steady, meaningful progress on your journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. 8. Patience. In Stoic philosophy, patience is more than just the ability to wait. It's the power to remain calm and resilient while steadily working toward our goals. The Stoics believed that true progress is often a slow and steady journey, rather than a race to immediate results. Practicing patience allows us to appreciate the small steps and incremental improvements that ultimately lead to profound change. When we develop patience, we build a foundation for success that goes beyond short-term gratification, bringing both immediate mental clarity and long-lasting growth. Patience, according to Stoic philosophy, is not about putting off progress or tolerating delays. Instead, it's about understanding that the best outcomes often require time and dedication. In a world where we're constantly encouraged to seek instant results, adopting a Stoic approach to patience can be transformative. Each small action, each lesson learned, and each day spent working toward our goals contributes to a larger vision. And while the final results may take time, the act of patiently and consistently moving forward brings an immediate sense of purpose and satisfaction. Imagine you've set a challenging goal, such as learning a new skill, getting fit, or pursuing a career milestone. The initial excitement may quickly fade as you encounter obstacles or realize how much effort is involved. Instead of getting discouraged or rushing to the finish line, Stoic philosophy teaches us to value the journey itself. By focusing on each small, intentional step, whether it's a daily workout, a chapter read, or a task completed, you're already progressing in ways that enrich your mindset. To incorporate patience into your life, try breaking down your goals into small, manageable actions that you can work on each day. Then, rather than focusing solely on the end goal, appreciate each step as part of the process. Reflect on what you learned from each day's effort, no matter how small, and acknowledge that these efforts are shaping your growth. This approach will help you see progress as a series of meaningful achievements, rather than a single destination. For those practicing Stoic philosophy, patience is also about maintaining calm and persistence, even when faced with setbacks. The Stoics knew that life's obstacles were inevitable, but they were not reasons to give up. Instead, each challenge is an opportunity to reinforce patience and dedication. By embracing patience, we allow ourselves to face these moments without frustration, knowing that they too are part of the journey. Many find that the immediate impact of practicing patience is a more relaxed and focused mindset. Rather than feeling rushed or disappointed by slow results, you begin to enjoy the process and find meaning in each small accomplishment. This perspective, championed by Stoic philosophy, reduces stress and builds inner strength, ultimately allowing you to persevere with grace and confidence. As you pursue your goals, remember the power of patience. Embrace each step, learn from each experience, and trust that steady, purposeful progress will lead you to meaningful change. By practicing patience in line with Stoic philosophy, you'll discover an immediate sense of fulfillment and resilience that will support you through any journey. 9. Role models, not idols. One of the most insightful approaches to personal growth is learning from role models without idolizing them. The Stoics believed in observing and admiring the virtues of others, but warned against losing ourselves in the process. While it's natural to look up to people who inspire us, Stoicism teaches that true progress comes from integrating these lessons into our lives authentically, rather than trying to become a carbon copy of someone else. By choosing role models rather than idols, we can learn, adapt, and grow while staying true to our own unique identity. The Stoics themselves had role models they admired. Marcus Aurelius, for example, often looked to past philosophers and leaders, reflecting on their strengths and virtues. But instead of idolizing them, he examined both their accomplishments and their failures, using these observations to cultivate his character. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that while we can aspire to certain qualities we see in others, we must always remember to filter these traits through our values and goals. The goal is not to become someone else, but to learn how to embody similar virtues in a way that's uniquely ours. To apply this principle, think of someone you deeply admire. It could be a historical figure, a public personality, or even a mentor in your own life. Ask yourself, what specific traits do I admire about this person? Is it their resilience, kindness, wisdom, or discipline? Take time to reflect on these qualities and consider how you can incorporate them into your life without losing sight of who you are. Study both their successes and their setbacks, noting how they handled adversity. This gives you a balanced perspective, showing you that even the most admirable people face challenges and that their failures are often as instructive as their triumphs. One powerful exercise in Stoic philosophy is to journal about your role model's qualities and how you'd like to embody them in your own life. Perhaps your role model has a strong work ethic, or maybe they approach others with genuine compassion. Write down these qualities and think about ways to integrate them into your daily actions, keeping in mind that the goal is to become the best version of yourself, not a replica of someone else. By choosing role models instead of idols, you create a path of authentic growth. You're able to learn from their examples while honoring your own individuality. This Stoic approach builds self-respect and resilience, helping you develop qualities that align with your values. Many who embrace Stoic philosophy find this mindset liberating. Instead of feeling pressure to match someone else's accomplishments, they feel empowered to adapt and grow at their own pace, using role models as a source of guidance and inspiration rather than comparison. This process leads to more genuine, sustainable progress, as it allows us to define success in a way that reflects our aspirations. The next time you look up to someone, remember to approach their journey with curiosity rather than idolization. Absorb the qualities you admire, learn from their experiences, but stay true to your path. By embracing this core tenet of Stoic philosophy, you'll grow in a way that's both inspiring and uniquely authentic. Thank you for joining us in exploring these 9 Stoic principles for immediate life progress. Stoic philosophy isn't just ancient wisdom. It's a practical guide that can transform your everyday life. By embracing ideas like Amor, Fati, and Dichotomy of control, and cultivating traits like radical honesty and patience, you'll find yourself better equipped to handle life's challenges with calm and clarity. Remember, progress doesn't always come from big changes. It's the small, steady steps that create lasting impact. If you found value in this video, please support us by liking, subscribing to Stoic Narratives, and commenting on your favorite principle. Share this with anyone looking for self-improvement rooted in Stoic philosophy. For more inspiring Stoic insights, check out our channel Stoic Narratives, where we dive deep into timeless wisdom for modern challenges. Stay tuned for more content on Stoic principles, resilience, and achieving inner peace.